Hi everyone, and welcome back to the PokeTamer YouTube channel. So the day has finally come. We're finally going to start opening some packages. The amount I've spent right now is getting a little bit ridiculous. My wife is not going to be happy with me at the moment. I apologise if my voice sounds a bit rough in the next few videos. I think I'm coming down with a cold, but basically I blame my daughter. She's 1.5 and she hasn't quite learned not to sneeze in people's mouths yet. But here we are, these are the first two packages I'm going to open. I have these numbers on them. Basically just ignore them, they're just for my reference to roughly keep track of what I've bought. I actually made these two purchases back in March. So again, some of them I'm going to roughly know what's in there because I can see the listing. Some of them are completely forgotten. So it was going to be interesting for me and just as fun for me to open these up. I'm excited now to get going. So I'm going to open up this one first. We'll save this one for afterwards. So this one here, I'm not going to put the listing up until after I've opened it because this is actually one that I know what's in there. The listing was very straightforward. What was in the pictures is exactly what I'm going to get. So, but yeah, let's crack this one open.
Dead air.
Wow.
And there we go. I'll put the listing on screen now. But basically this was 6 Black Star promo cards. I think I paid £12.30 for them with £2.70 postage, which comes to £15 total. Now, again, I don't know whether that's good value for what I've got here, but I wanted it for my set, so I'm not looking to make profit on these. I think I was just conscious of the Black Star promo one. Let's get some stuff in there, make it look a bit better. I've actually got this one, so this one's going to be resold. But yeah, let's take a look at these cards now. If I take these out of the top loaders, we can have a proper look at them. So as we know from previous videos, I've only got 2 cards so far in my binder for this set.
I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real Rome.
First of all, we have the Dragonite. This isn't looking too bad. Like I say, it's got a little bit of edge wear. And I think there's a couple of like black spots here. And again, a little mark down here maybe, but otherwise happy with that, that's great. Then we've got the Pikachu. Now there's a couple of Pikachus in the Black Star promo sets, but this is number 4. And again, that's not bad quality. A little bit played in areas, a little bit of edge wear, but yeah, happy with that. Next, this is the Mew. So this one's going to be sold because I think the one I've got is better quality. I will double check that because it might not be, but yeah. So this one's a double up, but they sell well, so it'll be a good one for a binder. And then we've got the Electabuzz. A little mark here, but again, nothing major. That's fine to me. Here we've got the Jigglypuff. Again, that's decent quality card. I'm happy with that. And then lastly, we've got the Mewtwo. So again, that's a nice quality card as far as I'm concerned. A little bit played, but fine. So these are some good additions to my binder. As I say, I don't know if what I paid for them is particularly great. I was fine paying that, I'm happy paying that. I think, like I say, the more that was in my head was I just need to start getting some in the Wizards of the Coasts. Because obviously I would quite like to find some in bundles, take them out. But to just get started, let's get a few on the page. But yeah, I think the next view you'll see is me filling these into the binder. And then we'll move on to the next package. So here we are with my binder open on the Wizards of the Coast Black Star promo page. As I mentioned before, I already have the Mew, so I'll quickly get this out and compare the two. But as you can see from a quick glance, there's not a great deal in it, but I definitely think the one I had already is better condition. So I'll be looking to sell this one, and I'll probably just include it in a binder rather than sell it separately or anything like that. Now we can look to the others, but I've actually got to quickly change their sleeves because they've come with these extra long ones. So here we have now these cards in the better fitting sleeves. Let's put these into their correct positions. So we've got number 2, the Electabuzz. We've got the number 7, which is the Jigglypuff. We've got the number 3, which is the Mewtwo. We've got the number 4, which is the Pikachu. And finally we've got the number 5, which is the Dragonite. And now for the satisfying bit, we get to remove you, and you, and you. And look at that now, that first page is looking a lot healthier. But yeah, happy with that, looking good. So let's move on to the next package. So here we have the next one. I will put the eBay listing up now. So as you can see, this is a Vortex binder containing Paldean Fates. Now, the Paldean Fates cards themselves, I'm not that fussed by. I don't actually know what's in there or if there's any value in there. It's more the binder I was after, because I feel like a Vortex binder is going to be a good one to use for reselling to put some of the vintage cards I'm buying in. Now, it says I paid $7.99 for it, but I didn't actually, because it was bidding or best offer. So I went in and just offered £10 and they accepted it, which I think's a good deal because it's a Vortex binder basically. And then if I can sell the Paldean Fates cards for even a couple of pounds, then I see that as a good deal. So the postage was £2.88, so total I paid £12.88 for this. I feel like if it had been left to bidding, this would have gone for more, but they obviously wanted to make just a quick sale, so I appreciate that. Here we go, let's open this one up. I'm not sure the best way is cut this off here. Oh, moving my little sand slash up the back there. So let's open this up and take a look now, but the binder itself, like I say, I'm happy with. It's not, the zip ones are obviously better and would be worth more, but still, Vortex, the name itself, carries a bit of value. There is a slight bit of damage here, you can see, but again, it's not anything I'm too worried about. I just feel like if people see Vortex as a binder with vintage cards in it, it's gonna sell for more than if the cards were just loose. But yeah, let's get this open. So people watching who have more of an idea about Paldean Fates are going to probably be able to know the values better than I do, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be just bulk in here. It's going to be just what they've opened up and not wanted to keep, which I've got no problem with. I'm pretty sure if I just stack those cards up and sell them, I'll get a couple of pounds for them. But here we go, as you can see, you've got a couple of GX cards. You've got a Fortress and Espathra.
Today, Junior!
Now this is going to be a theme going forward, is that the modern Pokemon I have no idea how to pronounce. So I'll probably be coming up with all kinds of weird and wonderful ways of pronouncing them, but you'll roughly know what I mean, so it's fine. And hopefully, like as we go on, I'll learn the proper names. I'm just going to move these out of the way. So we've got what, Magmortar, got a Pikachu, a Lapras. Now the edging of some of these looks slightly different. I have no idea what that means. I'm sure if I give it a quick Google in a second I'll find out, but the Executor and the Heat Rotom, they all have like a shiny border, whereas some of these other ones have a plain border. So I'm going to have a quick Google now and find out why that is. Okay, so I'm back from Google. Basically it's just they're holofoils. Now everyone watching probably already knows that, but it's not something I've ever really taken an interest in before, these modern sets, especially these silver border ones. I have to say I don't really like the silver border, but that might just be because I'm a big fan of the vintage and I'm old and I don't like change.
I don't like change!
But I read now that apparently they make every rare a holofoil, but I wouldn't have known this was a holofoil. Obviously I can see it now, I'm holding it up to the light. I don't really like that. Yeah, not a massive fan. I just think the cards are cheap. They feel cheap. They feel shiny. And like this is the sort of feel that the vintage ones, when they're fake, that's what they feel like is now the modern cards. But let's keep going through. I don't think there's any particularly exciting on here. Don't mind some of these artworks, they're a bit different. So as we can see, we've got another couple of EXs here. We've got Iron Treads and we've got a Noivern. Just some trainer cards here, and we've got the Paldean Student, Palafin and the Wog Trio. Now from watching the other YouTubers open this set, these just appear all the time, so I don't think it's anything crazy. But what I'm going to do now is I'm quickly going to pull all of these out of this binder because I don't want them in here, and we'll see where we're at after that. So I finished removing everything from the binder. I had the bright idea of filming that, but it was actually really awkward working around the camera, so I just made life really hard for myself. But they're all out now, and the person who sold them to me did a great job. The EXs and the illustration rares are in sleeves. Everything else is, as they said, pack fresh, really good condition. Now I know obviously they had them all in order and looking lovely in the binder, and I've taken them all out and mixed them all up. But for me personally, I don't always find it the best system to sell cards in the set list order. I actually prefer to list them out as how many commons there are, how many rares, how many uncommons. That gives people a better idea to me of what's in the set. Well, that's how it works with vintage stuff anyway. Not sure if that's how it works with the modern stuff, but that's how I'm going to try and sell them. So we've got 40 common cards. It's probably not worth going through these because it's just all bulk with some trainers at the back. But yeah, people who collect these sets will know all about that. So that's that. Then we have 25 uncommon. Again, people probably aren't very interested in me going through these. I haven't seen these cards properly up close before, but I know a lot of people who are into Pokemon at the moment will be fed up of looking at these. Then we actually have 15 rare cards, and they're all the holophile, which again, I don't know if it's worth going through these, but I'm going to quickly show you what they all are. I don't think any of these are worth anything anymore. The rare holophiles are just bulk now, basically. Then we have 4 EX cards. So again, I'm not sure these EX are really worth anything either, but they're nice to have. And then we've got the 3 illustration rares, I think these are. I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but again, that's those 3. So these cards here, I'm literally going to sell as they are. I'm going to list out pretty much what I just did in the video of the rares, the commons, how many, etc. And then, like I say, I think it's safe to say I get a couple of quid for them because it's nice to have the EX ones in there and the few illustration rares. But there might be someone out there who's just starting their collection, who wants some filler, wants some stuff to fill their binder up with. And this would be a great set for them because it's quite a lot of it filled out there. So keep an eye out in a future video because I will be going back to these and letting you know how much they sold for. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, and keep an eye out for a video coming soon where we'll be opening more packages. Please subscribe if this interests you, and like I always say, if you have any comments, any feedback, please drop me a message. I'll be very interested to know what people think of this channel, or like I say, if they think there's anywhere I can improve, or also if I'm making a mistake, like if I've said something that's wrong. But anyway, yeah, like I say, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.